We had an amazing meal last night. That Outlaws was just incredible. We were there for 3.5 hours. We got there at 7. We left at 20 to 11. We thought maybe a couple of hours, but it was just fantastic. Josh was on incredible form. Outlaws is not a cheap meal, but the service that you get and the food that you get, it's an amazing experience, and I would thoroughly recommend if you have the opportunity to try it. Definitely worth trying. The weather last night, the van has held up brilliantly well. We were umming and ahhing about actually whether to keep the pop top down. It's very windy, but we decided to put it up. I think it probably made it slightly more noisy. I slept like a log. I know I may not look like it, I've only just woken up, but I did sleep like a log. Pip, did you sleep alright? Pip says she slept alright, but I know Emma didn't sleep brilliantly well. But the van was warm, it was cosy, it was dry. Having experienced similar conditions in a tent, cannot express how happy I was that I was in the van. But it's a bit of a grim day today, so we're now, I think what we're going to do is just take a very slow meander around to the other side of the Camel Estuary to go and find our next campsite, which is on the side of a cliff, which, judging by how windy it is, sounds a little scary, but I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm sure it'll be fine. So that's our day. So I'm going to make coffee. We're going to go and find some pain au chocolat at a bakery, and we'll just get on with our day's adventures. I don't think there's much plan or much structure to today's adventures, so there may not be a huge amount of coverage, but I'm sure there'll be bits. A lot of it will probably just show how badly it's raining. Very windy and it's very cold, but we're going to go for a walk along the cliffs and the beach. We're at our new campsite, which is called, what is it called? Trethias Farm. And it's lovely, actually, it's really nice, but it is very windy here, so we're going to have to think about how we park our van later. But yeah, we're going to go on a slightly bracing walk and go and take some, because we'll buy a couple of beautiful beaches, Constantine Bay, Booby Bay, and what's the name of the big one? Trianon. But it's nice, and we're the only ones here, so we've got it all to ourselves. So we're going to go do that and take some pretty pictures, and then we're just going to have a nice quiet evening with fish and chips.
Very windy walk done. It is bitter out there, but hopefully got some really nice pictures. Was trying slightly slower shutter speed wave pictures. Oh, so cold. A little bit finding it difficult to find words, sentences. So we're gonna go and get some fish and chips now, and then just chill in the van and relax and have a nice evening watching telly, probably, off the iPad. I have to say, I remember before we got the van, or when we were looking at the van, there are a number of options that come with TVs built in and bits and pieces, and the thought of having a TV built in just fills me with dread. But it is very nice. When we can get signal, we hook the iPad up and watch Netflix or a bit of iPlayer. And on an evening like tonight, where it is Baltic and you don't really want to be sitting outside or anything like that, it's a very nice way to use the van, just to relax. So that's our plan: fish and chips and a beer and a bit of Netflix. Good morning. Slightly eventful night last night. Yeah, we changed campsites at 3 o'clock in the morning. It was unbelievably windy, and it still is. It's 50-mile-an-hour winds with 60-mile-an-hour gusts. We thought we'd been very clever as sensible campervan owners and parked the van pointing into the wind to try and minimise wobble and all of those sorts of things. But yeah, 3 o'clock in the morning we woke up and the whole van was feeling like it was about to be pushed into the sea, which is the joy of parking next to a cliff. It's alright, there was a wall in the way. But it was, yeah, you just couldn't sleep. So 3 o'clock in the morning we made the decision to go and move the van. And we did what was very cheeky and parked in a car park. I'm not a big fan of it. Parked in a car park that says no overnight camping. And then got up early to be able to make sure we didn't look like louts. But we'd been there earlier in the day and we knew it was sheltered, so we thought that was probably the best plan. And actually we slept very well for the rest of the night, so it was good. Just been back to the campsite, St campsite. He was so lovely. We explained what had happened because we went there obviously to settle our bill. He said, look, it wasn't our fault, it wasn't your fault, it was the weather's fault, the weather was against you. No charge, and please come back. And I thought that was lovely. I thought it was, yeah, really good. So we'll definitely go and use that again because it's so close to the Bedruthen Steps, to Trianon, to Constantine, to Boobies Bay. They're all just beautiful beaches, and so actually to be able to do an amazing walk from there, and on a non-windy day, it would be a really nice base to be able to go and explore all of that part of the world. We're now in Newquay. We're going to go and meet Ben Wiggleworth, who is our wedding photographer, and chat about the plans for the wedding with him. And then after that we're going down to St Ives, or near St Ives, to go and pick up our wedding rings. Emma's not feeling
tip-top.
You feeling tip-top?
No, not feeling tip-top.
Emma's not feeling tip-top, so apparently sleeping in a van that is rocking like a boat all night, not always brilliant for you. So we may not do a lot of walking, so there may not be a lot of extra B-roll at the end of this, but thank you very much for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day. Like the video if you'd like to. Subscribe if you'd like to. There will be more Campervan adventures. I am taking a friend of mine to Wales, Welsh Wales, next week to go and walk Penny Fan, so I'm sure that will feature. So yeah, keep up to date with all the Campervan stuff. And otherwise, thank you very much. Bye bye.